So we got 4 more days till Madden 24. Now in these 4 days, you could go about, a couple different ways to prepare for Madden 24. One, you could do nothing and just relax till the game comes out. Two, you could prepare, find yourself a scheme, so when the game comes out, you could be ready. A couple days ago, if you guys didn't see, I posted a video. Basically, there's a website that has all the playbooks up for Madden 24. It's called Madden School. If you guys want to check that video out, or if you don't, I'll just put the link down in the description to the website. You can see all the offense and defensive playbooks. So this will be a good way for you to get an idea off rip of what kind of scheme you're looking to run in 24. And that's pretty much what we're going to be talking about in this video. How to find your scheme for Madden 24. I got a list of different things that you should be looking at in any formation or just in any type of offense you're looking to run. Like some key things that'll, make it a good offense. Because you don't got to run the bunch, the trips tight end, the tight, and the stuff like that if you don't want to. There's a lot of different options, and maybe you could come up with, the new meta for the game that you're going to put everybody onto, like you guys see in this gameplay. I run ace offset, ace slot offset. That's just what I run. Been running that for a couple years. It's definitely extremely off meta, and people think just because it's off meta, oh, it's just not as good. I've used this offense and won money running this offense. Like, you know what I mean? You can run an off meta offense. Enough of me though. Let's talk about what you should be looking for in your offense in order to create it in Madden 24. The first thing is being able to block meta blitzes, or just really any blitz in general. If you're running an offense and someone's running a blitz on you and you're just like, wow, there's no way I can block this or anything like that, throw that offense out. And look, I'm the kind of guy, I don't always block the blitz. I do like to throw to beat the blitz a lot. But there's times where I'm like, all right, we got to slow it down for this third or fourth down, and we're going to block it right here and cook this dot up. That's kind of what it is. And sometimes you got to be able to do that. And if whatever you're running is not able to do that, throw that thing out the window then. You're probably, okay, what if I'm running like a gun empty or something? Well, look, gun empty is probably the only exception because you're literally in empty, even though you kind of actually still can block stuff in empty. Like, you could motion a guy over to the right, shift the line to the left. Like, there's actually, it's still, I ain't gonna lie, you're gonna get heated up like crazy still, but you can still attempt to like block some stuff out of that. The next thing is having, good route combos. Even if your offense, like, okay, you're like, I'm running this to be a run heavy offense. I say this all the time because I'm a run first guy myself, but at the end of the day, you're not going to win games running the ball. You're going to win games passing the ball. That's what wins me games at the end of the day. Running the ball sets me up in position, but then, there's those plays where we got to drop back and make a play. So you got to have good route combos. You can't just come out there like, okay, well, these will kind of work. You got to have plays that, are very hard, that are going to have your opponent thinking like, okay, what should I kind of do to stop this? Doesn't matter if you're a run first offense. At the end of the day, you're going to have to drop back and throw that ball. You want to have a guap play, a play essentially that you could call and you're just like, all right, I know I can get this first down. I know I'm going to be able to get about 5 yards, or just, your play. For me, it's Z spot at ace offset. That's my play I'm calling. Like, if the game's on the line, I'm going with Z spot, and there's a lot of different things I could do out of that. Even just with the stock play itself, I'm calling that, and we're gonna try to get that first down. You want to find like your play that's your, like, for example, right? When I ran bunch, for anyone that runs bunch trail, that was my play. For some people, it might be verticals. If you run tight, it might be what is it? PA slot seam. Is that the play? I don't really run it. The one where the tight end goes down the middle, got the corner out on the right, cross on the left. You gotta have a play that's your play. Next thing is you gotta get reps in. Like, if you think you're like, okay, this is the offense I want to run, and you're just like, all right, cool, I'm gonna come out running this, and you think that you're gonna just dominate everybody in a brand new offense that you've never ran before, you're out of your mind. I've seen some of the best Madden players in the world. They attempt to run something new, and they look terrible at first. Like, I'm talking about, they are losing to idiots. Myself too, when I've tried to run something else. It's not that the offense isn't good. Well, sometimes maybe the offense actually just isn't good, but most of the time it's really just because you're not used to running it. You're so used to running what you ran that, the biggest thing is now so for me, when I try to run different offense, my eyes are in some different places. So when I try to look for a scheme, I try to look for something to where when I'm throwing the ball, my eyes are kind of in similar spots to some of the route combos that I was throwing before out of my last formation. But yeah, man, you got to get reps in. You can't just come out, thinking, okay, everything's going to be great day one. You're going to have bumps and bruises. Also going to have to get in practice. That's right. You're going to have to get in practice. You gotta see what works and what doesn't. You're like, oh, well, I'll just do it head-to-head. Obviously, yeah, you got to get reps in the head-to-head as well. But before you even do that, get into practice. And I mean legit spend a good amount of time in practice, you know, using your offense against different defenses. If you have a friend, you know, that plays Madden, be like, hey, do you want to run like a little quick game? We could play. I'm trying to test stuff out. Tell them to run certain things and, you know, just stuff like that. That's how you're going to get better. Not just going to come out and be like, oh, I'm a god, like this is god, like that's it. That's not how it works. You gotta legit mess around and you gotta figure out what works. And like I said, sometimes the offense might just suck, but you gotta legit go and practice. You gotta legit get a lot of reps in. And I'd say you gotta play 15 to 20 games of online head-to-head to really feel like, all right, is this it? The last thing when it comes to looking for an offense or, you know, trying to figure out what offense you want to run for 24. What makes the offense special? What is a reason? Why do you want to run that offense? You know, are you trying to run it just because it's off meta? Do not run an off meta offense just to run an off meta offense, right? I run an off meta offense, and it's not because, oh, I just want to say I'm off meta. I do it because this, you know, the offense just fits my play style, and it's just perfect to the way I play. Like when you're looking for the offense that you want to run, you really got to like figure out like what's special about it, like what makes it like better than other formations. What you're doing in that formation, can you do it in other formations? You know what I mean? Like, what is special about it? What gives it that uniqueness? My offense, well, it's 2 tight ends. We can run the ball insanely out of it. We have lots of pass dots, and I can block pretty much every blitz. That's what's unique about my offense. So you got to figure out like what makes it like unique to the point where it's actually worth running pretty much. Yeah, those are pretty much all the things I could think of when it comes to trying to figure out what offense you want to run. Some offenses I think that are going to be really good to start Madden 24. Obviously, my offense, ace offset, ace slot. Hopefully, they have alternate playbooks in the game offer it because you know they always like to wait. Bunch is going to be very good this year. I think it's going to be a lot better than Madden 23. This other formation, it's actually called a gun empty triple stack. You know, like I said, if you saw my video about the playbooks, you already heard me talk about that. It's going to be nasty. And honestly, at the end of the day, there's a lot of good formations. You just got to, you know, figure out what works for you. Whatever you feel comfortable in, just, you know, that's the best thing possible, because like I said, that's how I feel my offense. I just feel comfortable in it. Like I feel like I can do anything in it. Hey man, if you guys got any questions when it comes to, you know, scheming up a new offense or things like that, maybe even defensively though, like I said, there's only so much that you can really do. But if you guys got any questions, man, let me know down in the comments. I always answer all the comments. 4 more days till Madden 24, boys. We got 4 more days.